Hey folks, Jenny Haddad Mosher, just to say a couple words about fellowship. Now, fellowship is something we all need in the church. The reality is that our parish experience becomes so much richer when the people we're standing next to in church on Sunday are people we know and people we care about. And fellowship gives us the chance to move from being just a group of people who pray the same way to being more of a family. People who understand what's coming up in somebody's week, who knows what someone else is going through, who knows what someone else enjoys and thinks of them when they, are reading or watching TV and they're like, oh, so-and-so would really like this. We don't have the chance to learn those things about each other unless we spend time outside of services. And so that's where fellowship comes in. So 3 thoughts mostly that we've seen in fellowship with Telos that we would encourage you to think about as you plan ways to spend time together to get to know each other better. First, make sure you're offering a diversity of fellowship opportunities. Not everybody's attracted to the same kind of thing right off the bat. Once everybody knows each other better, they'll probably be willing to try things that maybe they wouldn't have been enticed by at first before they knew people. But it's good when you're starting out to be thinking, all right, we're going to do a night where we get together and eat. That's one option. Then we're going to do a night when we get together and play basketball, or we're going to go to a museum together. By offering a variety of things, you're saying to all the different kinds of young adults in your community, let's get to know each other, and we're willing to explore in different ways because your interests are just as important as other people's interests. So that's thought number 1, diversity of offerings. Thought number 2 is whatever you do for fellowship, whatever kind of event it is, think about how you can build into it space and time for people to actually be able to have conversations. We don't want this to be artificial, but be thoughtful about it. Make sure that if you're all going somewhere together, the place you're going isn't so loud and just overwhelming that people are actually not going to be able to chat, to even just exchange small observations with one another. Make sure it's something that's really going to facilitate the getting to know you process. This is all about deepening, what you began in your initial conversations and helping people feel more at home with one another, more like a family. So be thoughtful about that. Be thoughtful about context and whether the activity actually allows relationship building to happen. And finally, just be aware of the whole spectrum of what you're offering and where fellowship fits into it. It's really good to be looking at all the things you're thinking of offering and ask yourselves, have we included fellowship? Is fellowship going to be part of our offerings this quarter? And if not, make sure to come up with something that means that it is. Because fellowship is often a very easy entry point for people when they're first starting to get to know you. Somebody who might be intimidated by coming to a Bible study will come to a fellowship event. However, conversely, make sure that you're also offering not just fellowship, because we definitely saw things in Telos 1 where teams got the feedback that sometimes young adults felt like, well, all we ever do is fellowship, but we also want to learn. We also want to maybe serve together. So make sure fellowship isn't your only offering, but make sure it is there and that you're not just doing one kind of activity together all the time, so that people feel like they're able to grow as whole people and as a unified kind of family that does different sorts of things together. Hope that's helpful.